Hi, this is Tabby McCune with Music with Tabby. Today we are with our violin and we are going to talk a little bit about tuning. So tuning is a really simple process once you get the hang of it. Getting the hang of it takes some practice and a little bit of time. Good thing is, whenever you're a beginning student, you're going to be having to tune your instrument all the time, and so you will quickly become an expert at tuning your violin. So what I like to do is I think that most students don't really know what a violin is supposed to sound like. So first I'm going to let you hear what each string sounds like when it is in tune, and then we're going to pull them out of tune. I'm going to show you how to get them into tune. There are so many different apps that you can download for your phone, your iPad, whatever device you have, that will play the correct A, D, E, and G for you, so that you know, hey, this is what this is supposed to sound like. And then once you get it kind of close to there, you can use the tuner that we're about to use right now, so that you can easily get it into tune for a beginner. You can tune off a piano, off of a pitchfork, off of so many different things, a pitch pipe. I mean, the possibilities are endless. But for a beginner, I suggest downloading a free app that just plays the sound for you so that you get close, and then using your tuner to get yourself the rest of the way. I don't suggest you trying to tune off the piano or anything else at this point. There's too many mistakes you can make, and I would rather your instrument be in tune and you learn properly how it should sound. So I'm going to give you what each note should sound like on each string, and then I'm going to put this out of tune, and then we're going to tune it using the tuner that I recommend. Okay, so this is what your G should sound like, which is your lowest string, your thickest string. That's a G. This is a D, which is your next thickest string. It is the second string over the next thickest string. And your A is your second to thinnest string. And your E is the absolute thinnest string and your highest string. Okay, so that's what it should sound like if it's in tune. Most students do not begin with super high-end instruments. They don't go out and spend hundreds of dollars in the beginning, and that's perfectly fine. For a beginner student, that's perfectly acceptable. However, you do have to recognize that one of the drawbacks of not spending that extra money is the fact that you do have to tune your instrument more regularly. I suggest whenever you first put a new set of strings on, or you first get your instrument for the first time, that you tune before and after each playing session to make sure that everything is in good order. After you have been playing for a while and your strings are nice and broken in, they will hold the tune much better. And you'll still want to check everything right before you start, but you'll find that if anything, a minor adjustment with your fine tuners is all you will need. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to loosen each of my strings so that I actually have something to do. Now, I recommend that you start by tuning on the A string, and then tune the D string, and then the E and the G. And the reason for that is because the A and the D are in the middle, and so you want to apply a nice even pressure to this bridge the whole time. So if your instrument is really out of tune, I suggest tuning a little on each string and then going back and forth again and again to get it there. If it's only a little out of tune, like what I just did for this one, then I suggest it's perfectly fine to just go ahead and start in the middle and work your way out. All right, so we're going to be starting with our A string. I like using the Snark tuner. You can get these on Amazon for, I don't know, like $7-10, somewhere along there. They're very inexpensive and they're super easy to use. When it comes on, you may not notice anything at first, but as soon as you play something, you start noticing how it's saying that it's on a C instead of an E. But right now we're focusing on the A. So that's a C sharp. Remember, your musical alphabet is A, B, C, D, E, F, G, with sharps and flats in between. So if we are on C sharp and we want to be at A, I'm going to slowly, gently push in and back away from me to raise the pitch. Now I'm at a G. Now, since I did undo all of my strings, I'm now going to move to my D for a moment. And that one's so loose, it's not even picking up. Oh, wow, that's pretty out there. We don't want that. So we are, now we're at a G. All right, so let's go back to that A. It's at an F sharp. So we're going to give it another turn to the back, away from me. It's at G sharp. While I'm doing this, I'm putting my thumb in front of the strings like this. So if one of the strings does decide to break on me, it hits my thumb, it doesn't come into my face. I'm completely safe. It'll be uncomfortable for a moment, but that's it. Oops, I just banged it against the music stand. It's really important whenever you're winding to make sure that and I'm going to go back to the D, F sharp, G sharp, and again you're pushing in and twisting at the same time. That went a little too far. Okay, so our D is close, so I'm going to go back to working on the A. Little too far. Is that a B? A little too far. A sharp, a little too far. Still too far. G sharp. Okay, now we're in the A. So what I'm going to begin doing is I'm going to start tightening the fine tuner. That brought it to an A sharp. I'm going to back it off a little bit. Need to loosen a little bit more because it's in the yellow. We want to get it nice up and down on that nice green. That's a yellow. Still a little bit in the yellow, so we're going to open up that fine tuner just a little bit more. A little bit more. And now we have dead on A. And we're going to do that for each and every string. We want to have our perfect G, our perfect D, and our perfect A. Thank you so much, and you have a wonderful day. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel.